Welcome to Ideas to Income. Um, this is a series where I document the process of pursuing my dreams as an 18-year-old taking a gap year in the UK. Um, so today I picked up the camera and decided to record this YouTube video because a friend recommended me this book, Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and in the first 30 minutes it changed my life. It summed up exactly what I knew from the start and just kind of told me to do it really. And it's so good. It's such a fucking good book. I would recommend it to anyone pursuing their dreams, becoming an entrepreneur, whatever it is. But yeah, that's why I decided to record this YouTube video. So this is episode 1. I'm not sure how frequently I'm gonna bring these out, but hopefully as much as possible. So if you don't know the story so far, mid-exam season, I decided to fuck off my revision and pursue a business. So I did that, the agency way, and I got a few clients. It felt like more like freelancing, but I got a few clients, did some work, made some money, um, doing websites, social media, that kind of stuff, and it just it didn't feel scalable. Like it definitely was, but it's not what I wanted to do. Um, and because of that fact, there's no way I could scale it because it's just like I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually run away from it, even though I was making money. But yeah, so because I did that, I fucked my A level exams, and yeah, hence why I'm taking a gap year and doing all this. So yeah, so exams finished about July, start of July-ish, and I started the business around February or March, something like that. So I had started it literally halfway through as you're getting into that literal exam period. But yeah, so from there I lived my summer, still just worked, and I worked and worked and worked for the rest of the summer, and it came a time where I realized I need to start really, really producing content. Like this is where it's at, and I started producing content, but it just obviously it felt like a company rather than a brand, which is what I want to build. Right now, I'm calling it Project Echo, and the reason for that name is reflecting and bouncing ideas off each other. So I've called it that. I would show you the logo. I don't know if it's there, but yeah. So I called it that, and let's backtrack a little bit. So we're getting to end of summer, August, Septemberish. During that month, I met someone called Seth, and we worked together for a bit. I helped him, he helped me, and I posted my first video. That was it. I just took action. I saw what he was doing. I was loving it. I was like, I want to do that. I want to do exactly what you're doing, um, in the content creation sense. And I posted my first ever video on Instagram, and it was shit. It was so shit, but I posted it, and it's got me to the point where I've posted maybe 60, about 60 times, and in 40 days, 60 times in 40 days. And I started that by doing a 2 week challenge, which I saw online was 2 posts per day for 2 weeks straight. And I stuck to that, so that means I got 28 episodes in 2 weeks, which is what I called Catalyst. And I kind of deaded the name off because I did not like it at all. But yeah, and then I just kept posting and posting, and then I think within the last 2 weeks, I just realized like I was just posting content for the sake of posting content. That's very good. Don't get me wrong, it's so good. But I'm a person who likes to sit on ideas and actually develop those ideas deeply. So the way I went around this, while still trying to post frequently, is having about a 1 to 2 day break in between posting. And that doesn't mean I'm not making content. It means I'm creating content one day, I'm doing the scripting, I'm doing some of the filming. The next day, I finish off the filming or whatever it is, and then I dive into the editing. And then the next day, I'll finish off the editing and post it. Because that way I learn so much more, because I'm actually putting all my effort into one post for about 2-3 days, and it maintains a consistency where I can post 2 to 3 times. Sorry, every 2 to 3 days. Yeah, every 2 to 3 days, and that's what I'm doing right now. It might change, but I just enjoy it so much. So, yeah, that's where we are right now. What the goal is exactly, I've been really trying to pinpoint this the past week. I've struggled. I'm not gonna lie, I've struggled. Because it's hard when you have what you want to do, but you don't know the problem you're going to solve. Because you have to solve a problem. That is your calling. That's why you're doing business in the first place. And I know I wanted to solve a problem, but I couldn't identify exactly what that problem is. Now, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'm not solving the problem that I want to right now, but I have found a problem that I am going to solve and try solve. And I know I can do it. It's just about if the problem is big enough, and if I can nail down the frameworks that allow me to solve that problem but align with what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, the problem is that artists, they just create. They don't earn a living from creating, and very few do. And I'm not talking about people who draw, people who paint. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about them and brand owners and designers and freelancers, photographers. They are all artists. And my job as a creative director is to help freelancers and help them build a sustainable business. And you may be asking, how am I going to do this? But I don't have enough time to explain that. Um, but yeah, I am going to help them do it. I definitely will explain it. So maybe you'll see that in episode 2. But yeah, that's my goal, my calling. Which I kind of figured out with this book today. That was the problem I want to solve right now. So that's kind of the update on the business so far. So yeah, I will be launching this within the next month of October. It's October 10th right now. It is 10:47 at the moment. So I was reading the book before going to bed, and then I was like, "Fuck it, I got to post this on YouTube." So that's what I'm doing. I'm very excited. Like, I go through a lot of different mood changes throughout the day, especially when you come back from a night out. Yeah, I came back from a night out last night with the boys, and yeah, it was a rough one in the morning. I woke up about 8 o'clock instead of 6. And then went on a little run, kind of sweat the alcohol out. But yeah, like, you go through so many mood switches, and you cannot let that affect you, because the work you do when you're feeling pissed off, angry, sad, unmotivated, whatever it is, that work counts so much more, because it's not only that you're doing the work, you're breaking this invisible barrier in front of you. That's procrastination, discipline, all of that kind of stuff. And every time you do that, you break that down, allowing you to be the person that can just do the things they want to do, no matter what their mood is or what's happening. So yeah, that is episode 1 complete, of Ideas to Income. So I will see you next episode.